Oh my god.
Hi guys, so today I have a makeup tutorial inspired by our lovely, handsome Jungkook from BTS. I just loved this look on him. I loved the light pink, I loved the glasses, so I just had to create a makeup look inspired by it. So, let's get started! So I'm starting out with the Etude House Face Blur Primer. I really love using this primer when I want to brighten up my skin. I find that it does a really great job of brightening my complexion. It also tends to fill in pores pretty decently. The only con I found is that it tends to stick to your dry patches, so just keep that in mind if you have dry skin like me. So for foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Porcelain. This is their second lightest shade, I think. And as you can tell, it's still a little too dark for me. But I just love this foundation. It gives like a really natural looking finish. Like you don't really look like you have foundation on, but yet it still has great coverage. And it's not matte, but it's not really dewy. It just gives you like this beautiful glow from within look that all of the K-pop idols seem to have. So to blend it all out, I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush, which, oh my gosh guys, is an amazing brush. It only costs like $6 I think, but the bristles are so dense, they give such a smooth finish, especially if you use circular motions. There's virtually no brush strokes on your face when you're done. Now I'm just going to apply some concealer underneath my eyes to brighten them up, as well as on my chin and my cupid's bow. I'm doing this just to highlight the center of the face, but in a more natural way. You could highlight more areas if you want and apply more concealer, but Jungkook's makeup seems to be very natural, so that's the route I'm going with this. I'm just blending it out with my finger, nothing too fancy. For this concealer, I don't exactly like it that much. It has pretty good coverage, however the finish sometimes is kind of like powdery. I don't really know how to explain it. Not necessarily cakey, but kind of powdery, so it definitely sticks to dry patches because of that. So keep that in mind if you're looking into it. So for this look, I'm not going to do any like intense contouring or anything like that. I'm just taking my Chocolate Soleil bronzer and running it along the sides of my cheeks and my cheekbones and then around the jawline. I just really want to stick to the more natural look for this and to stay true to how Jungkook's makeup was. So now we're moving on to the browsies. For your brows, just kind of fill them in, like don't do them really bushy or bold, but don't do them really thin either. My brows are already kind of naturally in the middle, so I'm just filling them in slightly. But if you don't have like a lot of brow and you have to fill them in a lot, don't do it really bold, but make sure they're not really thin. In the picture, Jungkook's brows aren't visible, but from other pics I've seen, his brows, they're pretty nice. They're just in the middle. They're not really bushy, but they're definitely not thin either. So just, you know, kind of go in the medium range, if that makes any sense at all. Now to begin the eye makeup, I'm applying the same concealer from before onto my eyelids. I'm just going to blend this out with my finger, and I'm going to do this because we're not going to be applying any eyeshadow to our lids. So we just want like a nice even tone on our lids, and you could have applied foundation onto your lids as well and skip this step, but that is just completely up to you. Now to finish off that concealer step, I'm just going to apply some powder on top of my lids with a brush. This is just to keep the concealer from creasing, and you can also use like a cream or white eyeshadow instead of powder. So for the eyeliner, this was so hard to do without being really close to the mirror, but I did it and it turned out pretty good, I think. Just take a liquid liner and start about halfway on your lid. Start out really, really thin and kind of get thicker as you get towards the outer part of your eye, but don't do any part of the line really thick. We're not trying to do anything bold. We're just trying to accentuate the eye really and kind of wing it out, but go downward. It's like a downward wing. So just follow the line, the natural line of your eye, and this is going to create Jungkook's kind of rounded puppy eyes. So now taking like a medium brown shade, you don't want it to be really, really dark. You want it to be a more natural brown. We're just going to accentuate the inner corners. So just apply some of that eyeshadow on your top lid, lining it, and then the bottom lid of your inner corner, lining that. And just slightly blend it out onto your lower lid as well. Now we're just going to extend that top line down just ever so slightly. If you're using a really thin brush like I am, all you have to do is just kind of tap that eyeshadow down in a line. Now using that exact same eyeshadow and brush, start about 1/3 of the way down your eye and make a very light line that meets the end of the liquid eyeliner. Just kind of tap, tap, tap. Go slow so that you don't mess up the line. You want it to be as straight as possible. Now take that same eyeshadow and just fill in that triangle. Now it's time to curl the eyelids. I just said curl my eyelids. No, we're gonna curl our eyelashes because we're not using any mascara. Jungkook doesn't wear mascara, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna curl them to enhance them a little bit. Now comes my favorite part, the lips. I'm just applying some cushion foundation so that the color of the lip tint comes through better. And this lip tint that I'm using is a watery tint. It is the absolute perfect color. In the picture, Jungkook's lips were like this beautiful, like bubblegum pink mixed with watermelon. Oh my god, it's like my favorite part of the whole makeup look. And this lip tint is the absolute perfect color for it. Just start by applying a little bit on the center of your lips and kind of blending it out with your finger, and then just apply a couple more layers on top of that. And make sure the last layer is focused only on the center, and this is going to give you like that ombre effect. And that's the look, you guys. Just pair with a pink jacket, a black choker, and round glasses. I left in the description box below the link to exactly where I bought these glasses from, and also where I bought the other items and the makeup products as well. So if you liked, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.